Okay, you caught me red-handed. I have been hiding. I've really been hiding from you. I've been hiding so much of what I have to give and to share with you, and even what I have to give to myself. So, you know, I find myself at such an interesting place in my life, an interesting time, and I know I'm so deeply compelled to bring forth a vision that I'm so excited about, and I've let so much personal stuff, so many past experiences and interpersonal things come in the way of it, come in the way of what I have to offer, and being in a space where I'm pretty inconsistent about being able to really deliver it fully, you know? I know that I'm consistently moving forward, you know? It's like the whole thing that we can see as a spiral where, you know, you're moving forward and expanding on all personal levels, but you have a lot of contrast where you come back through a lot of the same patterns and loops, a lot of the loops of limiting beliefs and lies you tell yourself that limit yourself. You know, so much of what I've been taught or picked up in one way or another just in the last few years of my life has come to a point where it actually becomes a limitation. And, you know, of course, the interesting thing with all of these kind of ideas is that on some level we do all know that it's not real, but the fact that it's part of our experience does make it a reality in that way. So, you know, it's always a very interesting thing to deal with, especially when it's these emotional emotional patterns, for lack of a better word, you know, where I personally know that I'm moving forward towards bringing a vision into the world, into this incredible community that's inspired me so much. And yet, even with all the support I know I have and all the strength and inspiration I know I have, still, there's a lot of doubt and other emotions and thoughts that come in and create some sort of delay, mainly through hesitation. And again, it's completely unnecessary, you know? But I guess I do have to admit to myself, ultimately, that I know that I am moving forward with all of it, you know? And it's like doing this video, being part of this little, you know, hopefully this will be a chain of videos that Amateo started. I hope, you know, more people respond to it as well, of being raw in this particular way, because I think it's been so powerful for many people, particularly on YouTube, to be very open about different forms of vulnerability. And I think this is one that we don't really hear about so much from a perspective of someone who realizes that they have a certain vision that they want to bring into the world, and that they're working really hard at you know, really devoting themselves to and bringing it forward fully, but being able to admit then that you're still not giving it fully. You know, I know plenty of people who, you know, and I'm so grateful for knowing these people that, you know, seem to, you know, they're just really grateful for the devotion I do have, and I don't know if they realize or not how much less I do than I really could, but you know, either way, that's something that I beat myself up about, and you know, it's a detriment to what I do. So you know, I have this interesting balance of being real about that and also not being too hard on myself to the point where I, you know, continue getting less done, continue being less inspired, and cutting myself off more from the inspiration I need to allow to come through me. You know, it's all these creative endeavors that I think get to show us these sort of common threads in what we're all working through here. And I know that in empowering and inspiring myself, I'm allowing myself to do that for others, which is what I really consider to be my life's work. So, you know, the inner work and the outer work just go so much in tandem. And, you know, that's why, you know, amidst all the uncertainty and the times when I have to catch myself uh, holding myself back, to then free myself from that, I, you know, have to cut myself some slack on whatever time appears to have been lost and just keep moving forward in whatever way I can. And sometimes that isn't necessarily by moving forward with my goals, it's by doing whatever will keep me inspired and empowered to keep moving forward. Unfortunately, that is the essence of my vision. So maybe I'm very fortunate in that way, but I'm definitely grateful to know that I am moving forward and that I'm committing to that more and more and more and deepening that strength and courage and commitment and inspiration and empowerment. You know, every week I'm able to step back and look at things and really see that things are really moving forward and that I am getting stronger in the follow through in what I'm doing, and that in that I'm doing what I'm really passionate about, which is empowering other people to be able to do the same, to be able to see what power they have and come together and share that. So I thank you, Amateo, for encouraging people to share their vulnerability in this particular area of what we might be hiding or holding back, because I know I've done my share of it and I still work with it every day. And I hope that as time goes on and I share more and more of my vision and create this network that I'm launching today, people will be able to know that that vulnerability is there, and more people will be able to have that vulnerability and know that it's not a weakness, that everyone's dealing with it on some level and that they still have so much power and that we're working to unleash it together. So thank you to Amateo and Nathaniel and Jordan and all those who've inspired me to be here where I am now, doing what I'm doing now, committing to what I'm doing now, and doing what I'm doing now. And to anyone who's watching, breathe and remember who you are. Believe in yourself and believe in us, because we're all here for you. And this message is my life's work. Thank you for being you, and have a beautiful now.